Yeah, good evening. So today we are having our guest, Dr. Gopakumar Melath. I'm so happy to have him today. He's my friend. He was my batchmate during my M.Tech studies at Amrita University. Uh, I would like to share a story before starting this. But in between, I like to have a detailed introduction as a beginning. Dr. Gopakumar, he has done his bachelor's in electrical engineering, then master's in power electronics from Amrita University. Then after that, his Ph.D. in electrical engineering in the mainstream of power electronics from IIT Bombay. The most motivating thing about him is that he is so hardworking and dedicated person. I am not that much hardworking and dedicated. I'm somewhat to an extent, but he is that beyond that extent. That is what my observation during my M.Tech days. Because I would like to start this interview or this interactive session, just giving a story which happened. It was during 2011 or 12, I think 12, during our final project time. I used to meet him only during the evening tea break time when we are having the snacks and the tea in the hostel. So one day I was quite depressed and I shared him my concern regarding my project. I had taken a topic on software defined radio, and actually I was in a struggle to move forward because it is a new subject at that time, and I was not getting ample information or journals or the corresponding work. So he was just giving me some suggestions. You could try read this journal or find, because he was quite his forecasting is quite good. So I made a joke at that time. There is a author in one journal, Liang from China. So I talked to him, Gopakumar, I'm having one suggestion. Let me mail to Liang. Then he laughed, the same laugh, the same smile was on his face at that time. You try, let's see whether he will reply or not. But I don't know. Immediately after half an hour or 1 hour, Liang replied to me. And he told, Hari, you are always welcome. I would like to give a detailed explanation about the subject, because there comes the attitude of a person. If it was from any other person, without knowing the other person, the communication won't happen. I appreciate the attitude of Liang because it was a support at that time and an eye-opening at that time. And he gave me he shared lot of PDF as well as the base code of several projects. And after that, I was quite comfortable. And actually, he was also one of my guide during that project. And it helped me a lot. And I had a detailed discussion with Gopakumar during that time. And we used to make fun each other, what Liang is doing. Actually, still I maintain the relationship between Liang. I used to wish him, he used to message me in Google regarding the Vishu Onam, all these things. So there comes the starting of our interaction in Amrita. Besides, all the time he will be busy in his room, always studying, reading, or engaged in some other activity. Then his food, he will be having food at the right time, sharp all the time. He will be there in the canteen. Then he will be going for only for a walk. So welcome, Gopakumar. I would like to have a introduction from your side, because after a long time we are meeting. So just familiarize with the audience. It will be a great pleasure. Welcome you.
Thank you, Dr. Harikrishnan. Myself, Dr. Gopakumar. Already, Harikrishnan has given me a good brief introduction. Yeah, from my side, yeah, even I will tell I have done my master's in power electronics from Amrita University. So actually, we were batchmates. I mean, myself and Harikrishnan. So we are very good friends, and we are still maintaining that relationship. It's already 9 years past, and still we are maintaining that good relationship. And after masters, it was in 2012 where I completed my masters in power electronics from Amrita University. After that, I joined to Canara Engineering College as an assistant professor. So further, I worked in around for 3 months. I worked as lecturer, and after that, I was promoted to assistant professor. Then after 2 years, then I joined in 2014. I joined as a PhD student in IIT Bombay. So where actually my specialization again, I mean, it was electrical engineering department. So where actually I worked with the Professor Vivek Agarwal, is a renowned professor across the globe in the area of power electronics. I worked with him regarding microgrids. So 2021, I completed my my PhD, and yeah, that's my brief introduction about my education. Yeah, then after that, actually, I currently work as a technical lead in L&T Bangalore, where we particularly in the automotive products department. So the specialization is still power. I mean, we look into the power electronics. As we know, there is a boom in electric vehicles. So more and more companies are interested to explore more into the power electronics area. So the electrical vehicles, yeah, there are a lot of power electronics involved. No more mechanical, combustion engines, etc., etc. So yes, we are moving more into green technology. So that's why all this power electronics comes into. And so where actually we work with the various chargers, charging units, off-board, on-board chargers, and the motor drives, particularly the inverters, the control of power electronic converters, etc., etc. So yeah, that is currently I work as a technical lead there. So yeah, we handle we have various clients within India and across the globe also. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Gopakumar. So this will be an interactive session. I will be asking you a question from the perspective of a student, an academician, as a aspirant, a job aspirant. All these perspective questions will be covered. So let's start from the student side initially.
Okay.
After completing the +2, nowadays students are totally confused in selecting an engineering course because we are having a lot of engineering colleges, lot of state universities, deemed to be university, deemed universities, premier institutes, nationally premier institute, and many students are planning to go abroad for their bachelor's study. So this transformation has happened for the last 2 or 3 years. Now the trend is quite changing. So my question is that from a student perspective, if I am choosing, we are having the core field like mechanical, electrical, then civil, then comes the electronics and communication. Then we are having now a lot of other new generation fields like robotics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science. And after completing a bachelor's in technology or bachelor of engineering from the core area like electrical, mechanical, electronics, computer science, there are a lot of add-on courses offered by a lot of institutes. And actually, now everywhere we can see the term artificial intelligence. So the students are quite confused whether robotics is artificial intelligence or artificial intelligence is a combination of embedded system. That confusion is there. Actually, they are having a confusion and they are joining. But actually, the hardcore thing is that there comes the foundation. Everything will be the mathematics, the algorithms. There come. So, what is your perspective on a for a student side? What is your answer for this question?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I would tell like, see, students, you don't get confused about this. There is no, there is no point in getting confused. Okay, so let us give my views on this. Okay, so let me give my views on this. So actually, the foundation courses, they are like the electrical engineering, mechanical, the civil engineering course, etc. So artificial intelligence is just, you can apply into electrical engineering. It's like as you, Ari Krishnan also told, it's like an add-on course. So you can, of course, you can study this and you can apply, you can explore these things, and you can see where, in which application of, but say I'm coming from an electrical engineering background, so I can explore, see where actually artificial intelligence fits. See, there are a lot of applications. For example, power system, if you see, there are a lot of computations happening. There are a lot of optimizations happening. So we can see, can we apply these artificial intelligence techniques, these are all disruptive. We say it like disruptive technology. Okay. So these technologies can be used in our field. Like we can explore that, then of course we'll get an answer. So I mean, the solution actually, this of course, this artificial intelligence, Internet of Things is the other thing. So all these things which makes our life easier. So if you apply this to our electrical engineering course or mechanical engineer, you can see, first of all, you can find out which application this fits in. So then comes, then after that you can apply these things. So no need to run behind artificial intelligence as a B.Tech artificial intelligence. There is a lot of courses like that. So I would say that you stick on to the foundation courses and see whether in which application, which area you can apply this artificial intelligence, then explore it. Of course, there you will get the fruitful results. So these are like add-on courses, and which can enhance the comfort level.
Okay, so initially a student after completing +2, sharing his views. So he's getting a view like this. So he's joining for a core courses. Like now the first stage is over. Now I am entering into my course study. First year is happening. I have joined for electrical or mechanical, civil, or the other thing, electronics and communication. Then I continue my study. So there comes the other question. In the case of an Indian university syllabus, we can see there is a lot of along with the core subject. In the first year, we are having engineering physics, engineering chemistry, the mechanics, then basic electrical electronics, basic mechanical civil engineering, the graphics, all these things are coming. Then entering into second year, they are going for the core subjects are coming, some of the circuits, all these things are coming. In between, till the third year, they are having a course on mathematics, engineering mathematics. So some students would feel at the end of the day, they will be asking, sir, where we are going to apply all these mathematics and all these sub courses like graphics, or nowadays we are having all the softwares, then this physics, chemistry and all. Actually, when we are entering into the job, where comes the real importance of this mathematics or the other like circuits, the star delta conversion, all these methodologies, where we are going to apply? There comes a question mark from the professor side. So how to bridge these questions? What is your opinion regarding it?
You are asking about the importance of mathematics in engineering, right? Mostly.
Not only importance of mathematics, we are learning a lot of subjects other than mathematics, like professional ethics. A lot of electives are there. Then in the case of the basic engineering physics is there, engineering chemistry is there. Actually, it's a bachelor's degree with lot of subjects. So actually, it's having its own importance. So a student will be thinking, where will be the application when after completing the studies while working?
While working, actually, you will see the nature of the project, and some of the other day, whatever you have studied, it will be, in one or the other way, it will help you. So it's, today it may not work. Tomorrow it may help you, but all it depends on the nature of the project. Okay. So actually, coming to the mathematics perspective, suppose you are writing some control algorithm. Some logic you need to, have, right? All are actually, if you see, say, if you need to verify some things, like, see, I'm getting this from the simulation results. So how can I verify this? You can always go for analytical things. So, and you can write some programming for that, so that analytically using mathematics, you can calculate it, and you can just verify these things. So for verification, mathematics is required always. And coming to other subjects like engineering, physics, and all, actually, engineering, particularly to, it is not that much. I cannot that straightforwardly said that we are applying that much engineering physics. Currently, like if you are in electrical engineering, may not, but the fundamental roles remains same. For example, in a EV, electric vehicles, comes basically you say I'm more into this electric vehicles. So when you there are a lot of electric motors, I mean, DC-DC power converters involved. But still the engineering physics helps me. Like, see, there only we study about the mechanics, the force equal to mass into acceleration, all those things. So we need to calculate the torque requirement, all those things. I mean, force requirement. So basically it boils down, I mean, you are going behind, I mean, going back and see what is the torque required. So fundamentally you have to use that equations only. For example, force equal to mass into acceleration. So from that we will derive the torque requirement. So those torque requirement should be, I mean, supplied by the motor. So there is a relation. I cannot say completely electrical means there is nothing mechanical involved in that. Yeah, since the moving things, I mean, electric vehicle means since as you know that I mean, you have to rotate a motor and only get the movement. Yeah, so mechanical things also comes. It's all interdisciplinary and also communication. If you see. So nowadays, not of the electrical vehicle, they are going smarter also. The vehicle to vehicle communication is there. So you need to have some application of communications, whatever you studied, learned in the communication course, that will be helpful here. Some protocols, for example, CAN communication, flux ray communication, different protocols that will be, so it's like, say, interdisciplinary. So it's not only pure electric, I mean, lot of, then only that, I mean, things will go smarter and things will go greener. So that's my opinion. So you cannot say stick on to only to your core area, electrical engineering, or stick on to that. But you need to further explore other, I mean, and also integrate these things, not to make into a final good product.
Yeah, as you have mentioned, the bachelor's degree will be having a lot of courses along with the core courses. It's actually a foundation for your higher studies as well as to enter into an industry where you can explore yourself with your to upskill your learned skills. So it's a platform to re-explore yourself, your knowledge. Exactly.
Yeah.
So during the 4 years, they will be learning many things, and finally they will be entering into a main project. And nowadays we can see while doing a project, many people are doing a lot of projects, and we are having some socially relevant application level projects also is happening. For example, during the pandemic situation, we can see a lot of creative projects have been implemented from the electrical side, the electronic side, from the computer science, and the mechanical side, civil side also. Everything is going to be combination. That combination always give to better results. So when we are going for that project, what is your opinion about a bachelor's degree project? How serious a student must think about that project? What is the importance and relevance of that project?
There is some, I mean, instruction. Can you?
Yeah, shall I repeat the question? Yeah, I'm talking about the final year projects. After learning for the 3 years or 4 years, finally they are having a final project where they have to apply the learned knowledge into some practical implementation. So what is the importance of that project? Because some of the students are least bothered about their final year project. They have to somewhat wind up the course and enter into the job. But what is the real importance of that final year project?
I will tell, like, actually I am into the some of the interview panels also. So there actually we always I mean, never expect like all the candidates they have, I mean, like see industry exposure, like, but for freshers, what we see is like I mean, one is that I mean, their basic knowledge we will see always, and also their how well they can cope up with the team. So as we know, in B.Tech project is one opportunity where they can interact with their I mean, project mates. So that team building and I mean, knowledge sharing and communication. So these things, there should be a flow of information, right? So actually one person will not be, I mean, knowing everything, right? So it's like a teamwork. So basically we are seeing how this person, if suppose I take that candidate, so how can he perform in a team? So yeah, B.Tech project, of course, they will learn that team team how to behave in a team and the importance of teamwork. all these things they learn from this B.Tech project. Of course, and the other things that some understanding. So how will you start from scratch if you're doing from the scratch of the projects from scratch to say they're making to product making, the entire process they'll be going through it. Even though not entirely, some process they will be going through it. So these are like stepping stones. Okay. So that will definitely help them in industry when they come to industry.
So now one other question from my perspective. In a B.Tech class, actually getting an intro or the information regarding several courses the student is joining. But starting, they are having lot of classroom sessions. They will be having lot of classroom session where the lecturing will be there, then continuous evaluation will be there, the internals will be there. And it is like many things within a small period of time. After one semester, they are entering into the other semester, and in between, if they are having supplementary, they are writing the exam. And it is a fast process, and it will be running in between. Lot of activities are coming. So how a student has to manage, because we are having students of various capabilities and interests coming, because a lot of colleges are there. It will be a combination of different groups. I may be a quick learner or I may be a slow learner depending upon the subject. Okay. Sometimes when it comes to a project or implementation, as you have mentioned, a teamwork is required. So what must be the vision of a student during the journey of the 4 years? What must be the vision?
I would say like, whatever you learn, you see, B.Tech, you will learn a lot of courses, right? Almost 56 subjects, right? Subject wise, more than 50 subjects you are learning. You cannot be an expert in all those things, right?
Exactly.
So even you cannot cover all the subjects. That is nobody can do that. But whatever you are learning, try to understand the basics of that. Okay, whatever you learn, you try to understand the basics. So that should be thorough. Like so that will be helpful in your project. I mean, as well as for your interview. So slowly you can. Slowly you can add on. But it's like you should not mug up this thing. I mean, if you try to mug up things, say instead of going for basics, whatever is this is not going to help you in future.
Whether exactly. Now we can see 10 CGPA out of 10 CGPA won't be working when you are going to a company or your higher studies or your research. There comes the picture of the fundamentals. So as you have mentioned, the main objective of this course outcome is that be strong with your fundamentals, not strong. Just analyze and understand and have visual perspective of yourself about the subject of basic knowledge.
Instead of mugging up, just think and learn.
Exactly. We must have that feel how it will be working. For example, I'm just sharing my example. I don't know whether it's right or wrong. If you're cooking a dish, the receipts will be giving to you as well as me. Let's take an example. I am preparing a sweet. You are also preparing a sweet. Or let's take a biryani. Okay, I'm preparing. You are also preparing. Same instructions is given by the chef how to prepare. At the end, the taste will be almost same, but some variation will be there. Your biryani will be tasting better or somewhat different. My biryani will be tasting quite different. The difference definitely will be there. The basic will be same, but that the extra thing, something extra is happening that we don't know. Maybe the input of the ingredients, the quantity may be differing, but the whole procedure remains the same. Similarly, we are learning all these things, and while implementation or doing a project, as we are working with some projects, we can see some implementation by a particular team or a team member will be quite different. He or she will be having something unique from their side. What is your opinion regarding this? That extra thing, or that comes the passion or the interest or the something from add-on thing from a person?
Actually, yes, the things. What I would say is like, let's see. These things can add on things what you told, right? So these things
other than the syllabus, something we are adding from our own idea. These things can be worked out, maybe working or may not be working, but if that mentality is there, our opportunities are much more wider and our thinking perspectives will be more wider. That's what I am planning to tell in a different way.
This add-on things maybe because of this experience also. With experience, these things grows, right? I mean, So this thing, as you told, the biryani. So the biryani, a person first time if you make biryani, it will not be that much tastier. But if you keep on making it, then it will become, the taste may improve. So that is comes with experience. Because and also you will get some feedback also you will get. Even from the client also you will get some feedback. So for the next time I will not make that mistake if I am making some mistake. So I will try to improve these things. So it's a continuous process.
So it's a self-evaluation throughout because we must be a smart learner as well as a quick learner, as well as to manage ourselves in a project.
As well as we should be open-minded.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
The journey
otherwise
it is an ever-ending journey actually. The learning and implementation as well as teaching. It's a continuous process.
Yes.
Because technology is changing every day. Yeah, we are having. So now we can go in the other perspective level of questions other than the students. Nowadays, what is your opinion regarding, because I had chosen this backdrop of technical evolution. In the earlier days, we are having more evolution in the mechanical side, starting from the motorbike, the cars, the transportation. Then comes the civil side, lot of buildings were there. And then comes the computer science and the electronics, and in between electrical was there, the electricity, all these things. Nowadays, the next trend will be in health sector also. Lot of sensors, the robotics is coming into picture with the medical side like surgery. Then lot of medical add-on equipments are being implemented. We are having lot of sensors in all sectors. The technology is playing a vital. So what is the scope of future scope of technology? What will be the revolution or transformation in the coming years?
What I would say is like, see, the future technologies, like we are, it will be more smarter and greener. I would say smarter, as you already told. I also mentioned like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and also greener technologies, like we will be more depending on the renewable side, solar, wind, etc. And also the vehicles. You can see now there's a boom in electric vehicles. So that's smarter and greener. That will be our mantra.
So definitely there will be a very high revolution and wider opportunities in automobile industry, in the electrical field, then the communication side, the networking side. More or less everything will be a combination. Like smart buildings will be coming. Smart buildings will be coming. Smart parking.
Correct.
So we must be updating. We must update ourselves to get an involvement with all these attributes. Incorporating all these, we have to move forward. And definitely, as you have mentioned, a lot of opportunities are coming in the case of automobile sectors.
Yes. So basically, it's an integration of these things. That's what the application. Our application will be integrated with this. All this, like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and many things, like, so that we go into a smarter side, and smarter as well as greener.
Yes, smarter as well as greener. So with this vision, I'm working in a college, like I have mentioned with you, that is Holy Grace Academy of Engineering, and we are having the machine intelligence research lab from US. I have shared the details with you earlier. So in that we are having all such courses, like, but it is more research oriented. Like it will be like data science, then artificial intelligence. More research means there will be a hands-on experience. So what is your opinion regarding having such research included projects within the bachelor's study? What is your opinion?
It's always good, to work in a research environment, because see, as you know that we are integrating things like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and vehicles are going greener. Because of these electric vehicles, etc. So what is happening is a lot of communication is happening, right? So what is happening is, so there is a lot of issues like cyber security. So the cyber physical systems, right? So yes, if actually at the beginning stage itself, if the curriculum is more oriented towards research, the student himself will get motivated, and he can pursue, either you can go through research direction or you can go through the industry. So he will get an introduction while doing the B.Tech course itself. So that is always good.
So exactly, it will be like
you will get an overview. Actually, you will get an overview of what is happening in Harrow.
like hands-on experience on a research environment along with the usual learning process, right?
Yeah, instead of going just for textbooks learning, so we will come to know what is happening around him. So what
Yeah,
are he
and
himself will be knowing about the opportunities.
but actually in a discussion it is easy to tell, but actually going through that process is quite difficult because we have to drill ourselves and we have to mold ourselves. We have to develop that passion or involvement in
Yeah,
order
yeah.
to achieve all these things, because in between that time management must be there, the dedication and the involvement should be there. Then only we will be getting the expected result at the end of the day. Yeah,
Correct.
exactly.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
now I am asking you one question. Can you share some of the live projects which you are doing in L&T regarding the electric vehicles? Because it will be quite motivating for the students who are coming
Yeah.
towards automobile industry in the electrical, electronics, computer science, or mechanical, any streams, because they must know what are the available opportunities in the market and what will be the upcoming revolution in the technology and research areas. So please share some of the live projects which you are taking, and what is your opinion about the future research and development activities to be held in L&T?
Yeah. Actually, what in electric vehicles domain, whether in my company or any other company, what we are primarily focusing is on developing these power converters, because these are the basic building block in an electric vehicle. So power converters means basically the power electronics part. Okay, you will be having inverters, because your battery voltage is DC and you need to convert it into AC to run a AC motor like induction motor. Induction motor is called the workhorse of the industry. So to run this, because all these are inverter driven. Okay. So one is to develop this inverter or the power converter and its control. So that's what primarily we focus on. So you can see whether it is inverter or I mean, it's in a vehicle there will be charging also, right? I mean, you need to charge this battery. It can be onboard charger, it can be off-board charger. So there are a lot of power electronics involved in this, a lot of converters. So how to design, develop, and make it to a product. So that's what primarily our industry is for. I mean, this organization is focusing on. Yeah, we do. We are L&T is a service company, and we do services for most of these OEMs. So I would say that if you ask what primarily you are doing means, I will tell, like, see, particularly we will do design and development of power converters, and that's implementation. And also we develop the control algorithms for this chargers, onboard chargers, off-board chargers, etc. So that is in automotive. Apart from that, there are various other projects also in our organization. So that's the thing.
So the next thing is that nowadays ACT, we are having some internship projects, then MOU with some of the industries in order to get some hands-on involvement of what is happening in the industry and to reduce the bridge between academy and industry. Actually, I don't think that there is any bridge. Actually, we have to build the bridge. There is no gap also, because we are learning many things and we are doing many other things. And in between, as you mentioned, the fundamentals remains the same. But you have to build many blocks over that fundamentals. Then only we can move forward. So when a student doing, what is your opinion about the importance of doing an internship in an industry? What will be the benefit in such a case?
Yeah, internship is always good. Why it is good? I would say, like, see, it will give you an opportunity to understand the industry environment in the company, what is happening, what is the organization process. So, and also it will give it will give you technical experience, and also, as I told, that how we are interacting with, the importance of teamwork, that you will come to know in internship. And also you will come to know, see, the entire workflow, how it is happening. So yeah, then slowly you will be molded and you will be more oriented towards industry. So it will give you an exposure.
So now regarding the placement activities, because due to this pandemic situation, we had seen the job market is quite dull, but actually the IT sector is booming. in India, especially most of the B.Tech graduates or whatever it may be, the more opportunities are on the IT side, the software side, because you were also earlier working with CTS, then you had done your masters. So initially, all the placements are happening in IT sectors.
Yeah.
So what is your opinion regarding that opportunity in IT? It is good actually because it's an evergreen platform, because IT is always booming and it is changing also. But other than that, what is your opinion regarding the core area jobs? What is the comparison according to you between the core area and the IT sectors?
Yeah. Actually, I would say like it's post-pandemic. Earlier there was some kind of recession, but now the industry's growth is picking up in all sectors. So yeah, and also particularly the automotive industry is, I mean, booming like anything. So it's not only the IT sector, the automotive sector is also contributing to the country's economy, and that it is clearly reflected in the, I mean, if you see the growth rate of the country, I mean, post-pandemic. I mean, now it is, earlier there were some issues, but now the country is picking up. So yeah, regarding IT, IT, I mean, this whatever the IT tools, like whether it is artificial intelligence or these things, all these are disruptive technologies, and these are having applications in various areas. For example, it can be application. This can be applied in the health sector, where we say health data analytics. And if you apply this same thing in energy, it is called energy data analytics. So there are a lot of, I mean, of course, IT is booming, and there are also parallelly many other industry is like automotives. So that is also booming. So because we have this vision, I mean, like as we know that, I mean, the future technology is like, I mean, this is going for the smarter and greener technology. So yeah, because of that electric vehicle booming, and also see, already I told you these are interdisciplinary areas. Like I cannot say this communication area is, I mean, not booming, because there are a lot of communication information is happening, right? Internet of Things. So all these areas are booming. There was a recession earlier, but now I mean, really there is a positive sign in the industry. So things are going well actually now.
Yeah, definitely there is a
Yeah.
positive side, as you have mentioned. And many of the institutions as well as industries are looking forward for the placement drive. And ourselves, we are going to host a mega placement drive. So it will be on an online platform, and it will be a virtual platform. So we are expecting a good opportunity. We are actually creating an opportunity, because it will be a platform to have a betterment from the student side as well as the industries. So
that is really good to hear.
Yeah, as a positive side, we can see that now opportunities are coming, more booming of industries happening. Yeah. So the next thing is that now we can see the pharmaceutical side. There is a uplift nowadays. Compared to the engineering, now pharmacy colleges are coming into picture. So what is your opinion? Which will be more predominant, pharmacy or engineering?
Pharmacy, it's, I mean, that area is I'm not known to me, I mean, much, because I am into engineering. But pharmacy, because of this COVID, I mean, and all, in pharmacy there are also a lot of I mean, particularly in these health areas, like I mean, data analytics is going to play a major role in these things. And also, I mean, various tools people are using to predict a pandemic, right? So yeah, predictive modeling is for that. Okay. So other than that, I mean, the drug market is also growing because of this. I would say now it is booming because of this. Yeah, people have seen what has happened in, I mean, what has happened during COVID. So yeah, so I would say, I mean, it's good. No, I mean, it's not only the engineering. Yeah, it's pharmacy is also growing. It's good.
I mean, there will be, I mean, I had seen I don't know whether it's right or wrong. There may be a combination for technical involvement in pharmaceuticals also. There will be a mixed combination, as you have mentioned, like in the revolution of like this computer science, artificial intelligence, cloud computing. There will be a combination of pharmacy as well as technology.
So without technology, they also cannot survive, because lot of statistics are there for analysis and all, right? For that you need a data analyst or something like that. Yeah, so that's, it's not like pharmacy means you're doing chemistry and doing that. So it's all our, I mean, integration of multidisciplinary things. So it's
And
pharmaceutical company can hire a data, I mean, person with engineering background also.
there comes chemical engineering or biomedical, biochemistry. Yeah. And in altogether, we are seeing when there is an opportunity for engineers as well as pharmacists or any other portion, definitely managers will be also coming. So MBA will be also there. So altogether, we can say it will be I mean, after this pandemic, a booming particular industry will always attract all the corresponding fields also. It is like a combination of many things, because when we are taking a company, there will be design engineers, then project engineers, then managers will be there, then administration, all these categories are coming, then finance will be there. So altogether, a revolution is going to happen with the backdrop of technology, right?
Yes. So if one industry grows, it will be having, some dependency on some other industry also. So that also will grow. It's like a chain. So everywhere. So that's the thing. If one gets affected, other will also get affected.
So I really thank you for spending your valuable time, because you're always you are busy involving a lot of meetings as well as other projects. And I'm very happy to have a session with you, because it is an eye-opening as well as an informative student for the +2 students as well as the graduate students. If they are interested to do higher studies also, there are a lot of opportunities in India as well as abroad, because now the opportunities are wide. And it was actually a interactive session where we exchanged the knowledge, and it was very moving with fun, as well as some that anxiety has been maintained throughout it. Yes. And you have shared the live projects of L&D, and I wish all the very best to your future endeavors in your career as well as your personal life, your health, everything. So have a nice time. So what is your in future also we'll be having some interactive session which will be beneficial for the students as well as the professionals and the aspirants also, because the questions are never ending, and we are having our own, because it is a revolution. The industry is also changing. The academy is also being changed with new education policy, and a lot of changes will be happening in the coming years also. So thank you, Dr. Gopakumar, for joining me, and thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hari Krishnan. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I hope this was very, informative and interactive session.
Yeah, so, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.